If you're looking for a way to display your items, specifically maybe the Pokemon games for Generation 1, 2, and 3, then look no further than rose-colored gaming. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here, bringing you a video about these 3D printed stands for the Pokemon games for Generation 1, 2, and 3. Rose Colored Gaming had previously already sent me in a stand for the 2DS consoles, so the 2DS consoles actually have these specific stands that I did a video about, and they're really neat because the Pokemon consoles that match them so perfectly can go and be displayed just like that. So this time around, Rose Colored Gaming has sent me these smaller stands, of course, for the games. These ones are for Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy Advance for Generation 1, 2, and 3. They're really neat because they come very specific to the game. So obviously this one is for Pokemon Red. It features Charizard on there, and also they're puzzle pieces that link into the other games of that generation. So they're really cool for those 3 reasons. You can buy these as a set for all Generations 1, 2, and 3 that came in this awesome Legendary Edition. So this one was $40 on the website. Again, there's a link in the description below the video. But if you're just looking to buy, say, for example, one of the Generation sets, then they usually run about $12 to $13 each. So there's actually a lot of games. I'll go through all of them, and I'll show you all the stands, actually. So, of course, here we already looked at Charizard with that sketching that you have there. So when I just put this down, the game itself simply just slides down into these stands. Now, the stands do come with these kind of covering on them. So this is one of the pieces that I got. That was an additional piece because they were nice enough to send me a few extras. So this one you would have to peel off the plastic. I really didn't want to do a video just showing you peeling off all the plastics. So there's a little bit of work that you have to do yourself. Next up, let's take a look at Pokemon Blue. So here we have Blastoise etched on this one as well. And again, this is a puzzle piece, so this one fits into the middle. And then you have Pokemon Blue that slides right down there into place. And this last one from Generation 1 is a little bit tougher to see because the yellow etched on it is difficult to see, but there is Pikachu right there that hopefully you can make out. And we're going to put that one to complete our Generation 1 set of the 3 stands. So that costs roughly $12 or $13 if you're interested in getting that one. I'm just going to put that to the side right over here. And next up, of course, we do have Generation 2, which I already have laid out here for you. So we have Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, but I'll show you each of those stands individually first. Now, some of these Pokemon, I pronounce the names differently, just like reading Harry Potter growing up. I always pronounced it Hermione, not Hermione correctly. So this is Ho-Oh, I believe, and this one is Gold. So you can see how it's a gold mirror effect, and this one truly does look really quite well done. I love how the gold matches the game very well. Now the next up is Lugia, or Lugia, but probably pronounced Lugia. Again, you can see that mirror effect really well done on this stand. These ones you actually don't peel off the back. It was the only ones that you don't because of their different coloring. And there we go. And the last one from Generation 2. This one, I always pronounce this Pokemon incorrectly. Suicune or Suicune? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. My wife always corrects me and my friend always does too. I really don't know why. Reading the games made it really different from actually listening to all of the names. You can always comment below and try and correct me on the proper pronunciation. So there is the entirety of Generation 1 and 2, but of course, Generation 3 was a very large generation. There's a lot going on in that because there were also some remakes. First of all, let's do the original games. Here we have Pokemon Ruby. So this one's actually Ruby See-Through Red. This is Groudon on the front. And actually, I must be completely honest, I don't have any of the Generation 3 games whatsoever. They've been on my wanted list for so long, and the prices have just been going up and up and up. And also, it's really easy to buy a fake, so that's just kind of why I've been skeptical, buying them cartridge only. But I do want to do so eventually. So there's that one. Then we also have Kyogre here on this, so this looks pretty cool. So this one is obviously for Pokemon Sapphire, and then we have the last one from the original games for Generation 3, and this one is another Pokemon that I might pronounce incorrectly for Emerald. This is Rayquaza. Rayquaza? I think I'm saying that correctly. So there's those 3 as well. Now, because I don't have the Pokemon Advanced games for this generation, I'll just show you what this looks like with some Game Boy Advance games, how they actually do just slip onto there. Some of my more favorite Pokemon, I guess Game Boy Advance games, I should say, right there. So that's how they actually are displayed, if you were wondering. I'm just going to pick those back up, but they fit really well on these stands. And the last 2 were the remakes. This one's for Fire Red. This one features Charizard on the front, and you might be wondering, is this the exact same stand as the Generation 1? It's not, actually. You can see they went with a different design for both of the Charizards, which was neat to see. The color is the same, though, and the puzzle piece style is the same as well. And then the very last one from the first 3 generations, this one is for Pokemon Leaf Green. Green was never actually released in North America, but it was in Japan. You can see the box for it right over there. That's actually for the 2DS console, but it matches the Japanese release as well. So this one and Charizard fit together as well. If you were to buy all of these stands together in their own sets individually, it would cost you almost $50, but on Rose Colored Gaming, the total price is $40. So I would really be sure to maybe check these out if you're interested, especially if you don't have the box and the instructions for the game, or if you just want to pull them out and display them. The coloring is absolutely ideal, and it's a really neat presentation piece for all of the games that I'll be using, even though I have the boxes and instructions for a few of them. Now, before I actually end the video, I must mention that my giveaway for this Gold Mario Amiibo is continuing on. It's throughout this week. It ends on Friday. I will be announcing the winner. To enter this time, you can have another entry, actually. All you have to do is comment below, what is your favorite Pokemon from Generation 1, 2, and 3? You can also answer why. Maybe we can build up a bit of a discussion. My personal favorite Pokemon ever is probably Blastoise. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket, follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video, check out these stands on Rose Colored Gaming, and thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.